Hey guys, with the release of Jurassic Park 3D, we're proclaiming April as official Dinosaur Month. That's right, dinosaur-themed reviews for anything we haven't had queued up and scheduled. Enjoy. Hey, Moral Gamers, we're back. Today we're taking a look at Dino Stalker. This is Dino Stalker for PlayStation 2. How's this game stack up? Let's find out. First up, if you're not familiar with Dino Stalker, it is a sequel to Dino Crisis, and this actually is a light gun game, which is kind of hard to play right now because I don't have my CRT or the old GunCon 2. So for this reason, you'll see me fumble quite a bit. But you have to use a controller now because CRTs are the only systems that supported light guns. Go figure. The story is that Mike is a World War II pilot who is shot down in the line of duty, and before he dies here, he is going to be teleported into the past and given a gun and set free to shoot down dinosaurs and repair a time-space continual rift. With the aid of Paula from Dino Crisis 2, he's going to have to make his way to the reaction chamber to get time set straight. Not an easy task considering that it's as convoluted as any time travel. Gameplay in this game is pretty simple. Shoot anything that moves, especially if it's a dinosaur. Now, since I'm having to play this with the controller, it plays more like a first-person shooter, where I'll be using the left stick to move and the right stick to aim. R1 is going to be my trigger. Yeah, it seems easy, but the fact is I can't invert things, which make it harder for me to aim because I'm so used to the inversion. If you're playing with a GunCon 2 and a CRT, this game is optimized for light gun play. I mean, you sit there and you just point anywhere at the screen that you want to fire and you're good. Awesome play there. Loved it. Had a lot of fun. And with the direction pad, you free roam because this is not a shooter on the rails. Bosses, on the other hand, are a major portion of this game. Since this game is only 6 levels long, you will be fighting different bosses. In this particular case, we have to fight these Carnivores. These guys come back multiple times throughout the game and are somewhat simple to fight, unfortunately. I mean, just shoot them in the face a bunch and they pretty much back off. They're just little kittens. Plesiosaurs are a little bit harder since you have to aim for their necks and hit them in the water is hard, but with every dinosaur game, as the game progresses, things must get bigger, and so you will be fighting the Tyrant King Lizard T-Rex. He not only chases you in a vehicle, but in this final battle, you will be fighting him in a volcano where the lava keeps you from moving around. It's not fair and it's hard, but it's still a fun battle. But the question is if this game is worth your time. It has a lot of action. It is a light gun game. It is going to be short. So keeping those things in mind, yeah, the game can be beaten in under an hour if you're good. First time through it took me about 8, but that's because I played it very conservatively. Nevertheless, though, with the GunCon, it's going to aim a lot better, it's going to feel a lot better, but you have to break out the old CRT or find one. Otherwise, if you're playing this with a controller, it has some controller issues. It just does not feel as natural. I found that by leaving my reticule in relatively the center of the screen, I could aim at most things just by turning like old Doom style. But the story here is, yeah, it leaves you lacking. You kind of wish there was a bit more to it, and the game ends before it really seems to get going. I don't quite understand that. From a moral standpoint, there are dinosaurs in this game. The dinosaurs are attacking humans, but despite the warning that this contains scenes of explicit gore and violence, viewer discretion advised, this game is rather toned down. That's norm for any type of light gun game. So, from a moral standpoint, would I play this with my kids? I would, but they're a little bit older. I mean, for younger kids, it's dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are attacking you, leaping at you, trying to kill you. Yeah, it might be a little bit scary for some younger viewers. So, definitely keep in mind these things when you're deciding whether to play this with your kids or not.